and said, I'm gonna take this $100, I'm gonna put it in the ads. And immediately it got the return. When we were up Creative Media, I got sick. I was out for 2 years.
Okay.
So then when we came back and I rebranded as Bull City Creative, literally I was as broke as a joke. So literally what I did was, in order to run these ads, I DoorDashed for 1 day, got $100, and said, I'm gonna take this $100, I'm gonna put it in the ads. And immediately it got the return. Look, I'm Ezekiel, Zeke, E. But hey, I have a creative media company and we're running ads literally at $3 a day. And we've had like an influx of messages coming through. I mean, like 15, 20 messages every single day from people, and that actually convert, which is crazy. So yeah, I don't know. That's what I.
Bro's a G right now. He runs an agency. I met this guy like literally last night.
Yeah.
I didn't even come to the actual meeting, but I saw you out here and spoke. Okay, I walked by and spoke, and my next task is to build ads. The first ads that I'm gonna have for the YouTube agency, and I recorded the videos that you did, like for the intro, like literally yesterday night, exporting them and posted them. And I already got like probably 3 or 4 people messaging me from those being posted, saying they wanted some work, but I need to run ads too.
Right.
I was gonna run 3x the ad spend he was doing, and I thought mine was special because every time I meet somebody, they're talking about like, oh, you gotta spend 25, 35 bucks a day. If you're not spending 50 bucks a day in ads, you're cooked. You're doing local ads too, right?
Yeah, I'm doing all local, targeting this specific area within a 10 to 25 mile radius.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
So I'm very intentional.
Okay.
Also very intentional about the buyer. So like, I know Durham, I'm a Durham native.
Yeah.
I know what they expect, I know what they want, and so I just give them exactly what they want.
Okay, so how does your fulfillment work then?
You said, how did I fulfill it?
Like, how do you, like, so when you run the ad in some way on Facebook page, no Instagram ads? So you turn off placement on Instagram? Or?
No, Instagram, because it's Meta, I just cross it. So it's Instagram and Facebook.
So it's a wide open ad, and then interests?
Yep.
Interests too?
Yep.
What are the interests?
So I did I can actually pull it up. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is.
Dude, if I go and get like 20 DMs tomorrow or something based upon this, I'm going to message you a big screenshot, and when I collect my first payment, I'm just gonna send you, what do you have, Cash App? Or like, how do I send you stuff? Like, this is too helpful.
Yeah, I got Cash App.
There you go. See, there we go. I got the placement now.
Oh yeah, so I targeted directly who I wanted to reach, and I knew that I wanted to do service businesses only.
So that's the interest?
Yep, interest. So interest was law firm, business networking professionals, service professionals. That was my only interest.
Okay. And then location was 15 to 20 mile radius of Durham?
Of downtown Durham.
Wow, so
because
no other
I knew
cities.
I didn't want to go beyond a 25-mile radius of downtown Durham. And that still kind of covers a little bit of Chapel Hill, Morrisville, Cary, Apex, because I have had people message me from those places. And they'll be like, do you still work with us? And I'm like, yeah, we just market ourselves specifically for Durham.
Is there an Instagram, is there like the Meta leads form on there?
No.
There's no leads form?
There is no leads form. So when I first started doing these, I didn't want to do a lead form.
Why?
At all. Because I felt like people were not going to go through.
I don't want to fall off and fall in the lake. Keep going.
Yeah, definitely. I felt like people weren't going to go through the steps. So I was like, I need like the easiest low barrier for a person, and that was send a message.
Okay, so there's no questions.
There's no questions.
You run the ad. What is it direct to? The Instagram page?
It goes to Messenger, and then Messenger automatically sends out like 2 or 3 questions.
In the text?
Yes, automatically.
So the leads, so your form is built in the Messenger.
Right.
Bro, you're a G. That's fire. Bro, I have an in-home care business that I'm running ads for right now. And when I ran the ads, I put the form in front of it, and then, so we put phone number and then name, and it was $10 a day in ads on a $250 budget. Do you run a campaign budget or do you run a per day budget?
I run a campaign.
So you put like what, 3 times 30?
I'll put 30. Sometimes I put 100. I'll just put whatever inside of that fund, and then it'll just pull from it until it runs out.
So how do you make sure it goes, how do you choose $3 a day? It's one of the settings?
Yep, it's on the settings.
Okay, tough.
Yep. You gotta be intentional about interest, their behaviors.
What's behaviors?
Like, I put like small business owners, their job title, like.
So you added a lot of interest in there.
Yeah, like if they're attorney, creative, photographer, real estate broker, lawyer, accountant. I'm being very specific on who I want to reach.
So you set 3 interests and then you took the behaviors tab and added more behaviors.
Yep.
Bro, can I see this?
Yeah. So
I'm just like, you can just turn this in. Let me come up there. Bro, I'm gonna rip this like today. Wait, this looks different than the Meta campaign manager.
This is just ad manager. It's the same. So I can go like to the big one.
Why does it look so nice? I'm in the one that's like old looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're in the business manager. You're in the business. So the business one looks old.
Oh.
But so Ad Center is just like a smaller version of it. But like it's literally, they're connected. They're in sync. They're the same thing.
Okay.
So, and you can't be as specific on the ad manager.
You can't be.
No. Like it'll let you do certain things, but within the business manager, you can do a lot more. So yeah, I just did the one video. I put site start, and I intentionally did that because I wanted the people to know that like, hey, if you don't have this investment, you don't reach out.
Yeah.
Because I'm paying for you every time you reach out.
Ah.
So I don't want to pay for you. Like.
Oh, so you put that price higher up front, and that like is a barrier. Yeah. It's a filter.
Right.
So, because then if I don't do that right in the initial image ad, like I was told, like direct advice, do not ever add the price to the front of the ad.
I was told the same thing, but I just went against what I was told.
Okay, bet.
But I also feel like it was because I knew who I was reaching.
Nice. Okay, that makes sense.
So I was very intentional about that. I turned creative, like advantage creative off. A lot of people turn it on. I leave it off because I've targeted it so specifically that I don't need Meta's help. Like I don't want their help because then they start basically choosing outside of the box of what I've already created.
Okay, it makes sense. No messenger ads, are those like even worth the time?
I don't feel like they are, so I took it off. Somebody looks in the message box. For me, I don't feel like people are on Messenger enough
to like even look at the ads.
To look at the ad. But
okay, so you have Messenger is your primary conversion. Like you start in Messenger, you don't use WhatsApp, you don't go to phone number. There's no website. It's just run it to Messenger. You get a text.
Right.
And you set questions in the text based upon how to qualify them.
Right. But
so did they see proof of work somewhere? Like how do they know your quality? Was there any like references to the website?
So
like when they see the ad, they see a video of you talking about it. I didn't see any references.
9 times out of 10, I don't send it. Like I don't automatically send it to them, and I would say probably only 5% of them have ever asked for it.
Because the video was up there.
Right.
And it wasn't just some like little square image of like some mess.
Right. I think it built trust to say like, hey, I'm a real person. I showed you around this area, which already builds trust. And so I'm building trust through the ad and then like I had a couple of people that say, hey, like we already looked you up. Like we saw the ad, we already looked you up. We just want you to do it.
Okay, so what's your online presence like? On your Instagram? Or what's
we don't have a heavy on. Like literally, I did that with like less than 50 followers.
So if someone looked you up online, what'd they see? I guess I can find that too. I'll look it up later on. I'll look up and see whatever I can find, I guess.
This is what they would see.
And you post on Facebook frequently or no?
When was the last time I posted? May 13th.
Wow. Now, do you post from Instagram and it posts on both? Cross-posting?
No.
So you always go Facebook?
I do Facebook first.
Okay.
Because I know my audience.
That makes sense. That's true actually, because the people that they're not gonna be on Instagram as much. They'll be on Facebook mostly.
Right. Yep. So like that, and then I just posted the ad. But then I just kind of showed my work and like.
Yeah.
But majority of it, like, is nothing there.
They're not gonna read all of that. They just saw like, okay, cool logo, Durham Premier Digital Agency, rooted here, web. You know how many folks that I know that are building websites that have like no leads?
I mean, well, at first I think they don't have a brand.
Elaborate.
Like, people trust brands that they know and that exist. I think a lot of people who are building websites are either trying to build it just like off of their personal brand.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist.
Personal brand pisses me off so much. Like every time I open my phone, you should build your personal brand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, raw.
Yeah.
Okay, but sorry.
So people try to build it off of their personal brand that doesn't exist because their name is not reputable. Nobody knows who they are. And so that doesn't help. And then if you're not building it off of a company name to then build reputability, like for instance, what I tell people that I work with when I build their website, I'm not actually building your website. The website is like the last thing that I do. The first thing that I do is literally help you build your brand, your name, your voice, your identity. Should your company even be named what it's named, or does it need to change? Your mission. If you can't tell me in 3 words what that is,
Then that matters before the website even comes up.
Yeah, this is all work that's done before the website even exists.
And so when you talk to them, they come to the messenger, say, okay, we want your help. You message them a few questions. The questions, are these things come out in the questions or no?
No, these things come out in the conversation that I have with them over the phone. So literally what I do is I don't like messages to get too long so I'll kind of cut it off mid and I'll just say like, hey, are you free to jump on a call?
And it'd be like right now.
And it'd be like right then.
Okay, and you just call them on the phone?
And I call them.
No FaceTime, it's just like?
No FaceTime, phone call, hey, I'm Ezekiel, da-da-da-da-da.
Okay.
And then we just kind of talk through where they are. And like, I don't have it scripted. I used to have a script. I used to have like things written out to say. I found out that it just doesn't come across natural.
True.
So I just treat it like a conversation. And I'll just say, hey, like, I saw your business. I looked up your business. I saw your website, because that is something that I'll ask via Messenger. So I'll say like, hey, what's your current website? Do you have one? Can I look at it? And then once I review that real quick, hop on the phone call. This is where you are? Okay, how can I help you? Because a lot of the people that I work with, they just don't have a brand. They don't have visuals, they don't have colors, they don't have identity, they don't have voice, they don't have tone, they don't know who they're talking to, which is so important, because if you don't know who you're talking to, then you don't know how to communicate with them. So you could be literally saying the wrong thing to the right person, but because you're not speaking their language,
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It doesn't convert.
So when you said meet them where they're at, the same thing you were talking about me on the project that you're, like the hidden project you're working on, the main one, the one that I found you out yesterday. When I came to speak to you, you were trying to figure out where I was at to communicate to me where I was.
Right.
And then you do the same thing on the phone with the person.
Right.
So you're present with them, which I'm pretty usually good at. Which I feel like that's like more of it's like an intuition thing. Some folks just don't have that.
Yeah. I don't reveal, I kind of learned this in the other thing that I do.
Yeah, okay.
I don't reveal what I do and what I can do for you until I understand what you do.
I can apply that.
Because
I like that a lot.
I don't know if I can even help you.
Yeah.
And so my goal is to figure out as much as I can about that person, what they do, before I extend, I wouldn't even say an offer, but an offer.
Yeah.
Because it may not even be worth my time.
Yeah.
Or their time.
Yeah.
And I may not be able to help them at all.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to just understand them, and then once I can understand them and I'm like, okay, I can help you with this, here's what we can do.
How do you structure, when you get the call, okay, before I go, remind me, I need the qualifying questions and I need a picture of that description you had on the ad, the text description, before I go. And then but back on this thing now, they've gone through a few questions, like 2 questions, you call them on the phone, you were there with them, how can I help you? They start talking a little bit, then you say, okay, bet, I can help you with this. How do you transition into going toward the payment?
I just tell them I'm straightforward. So
all right, bet.
I just tell them what the cost is.
Is it the same fee for all people?
No.
So you decide on the fly?
I literally decide on the phone based off of what they told me. Like, I know I started that $2,700, but based off of what they told me and what I've assessed that their need is, then determines the price.
Okay. So I need an example. I need an example so I can like go through it, and like there's formula and then there's application of it. Right. In your brain, how do you generate the offer? So we're talking or something with a law firm or something. Can you like run through like a conversation on like a simple, like how, because you know what I mean? Like
I transition that conversation literally by taking everything that they told me and I repeat it back to them.
Okay, so if they need branding, they don't have a voice, like you said, and then they don't understand our colors, and they can't explain it in 3 words. So then, they already came in and said, starting price is $2,700. What do you do in your mind to give them a pitch? Is it like how you know what I'm saying?
In my mind, I say, okay, so based off of what you just told me, and that's literally my line, based off of what you just told me, you need this, and this. Mm-hmm. This is what I charge to do this. Based off of what you just told me, you need a new logo design, you need your colors, you need your brand voice, you need your copy for your website because you don't have that. You need basically a full rebrand or a brand identity so that people can recognize you when they want your service, whatever that service may be. You want to be recognizable, and that's like my key line. You want to be recognizable, you want visibility, you want to be seen, because that is the key that I have found that a lot of businesses lack. They provide good service, they don't have a problem with what they're, I don't want to say what they're offering. They don't have a problem with their offer. They, 9 times out of 10, they just have a problem with visibility.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I lead with visibility every time. You want more visibility. I don't even promise, like I know in lead gen business, you could probably say like, this is the outcome.
Yeah.
Right? I don't promise an outcome. The only thing I promise is that you're gonna have a reputable brand, you're gonna have visibility, people are gonna know who you are.
That is so helpful. That's very helpful. But obviously you want to create outcomes, obviously.
Right.
And the goal is to create them when you send them a text about it, like, okay, this is great. But if you pre-frame them on like the, not ambiguity, but like less direct outcomes, you have flexibility before you actually like, because when you say, hey, I just made you 20 grand, wow. Right. You know what I mean? But if you say, hey, the goal is to make 20 grand and they make 15, they're like, oh, bruh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I just kind of tell them, hey, this is what you can expect, more visibility, more traction, da-da-da-da-da.
And price.
And then I give them the price.
And then you create a, like on the call, set the price, they said that's fine. What do you do next?
I instantly go to my portal, my CRM on the back side of my website. Mm-hmm. I create I guess you could say it's like a proposal. It's not really a proposal. It's literally a contract and an invoice, and I send it over to you.
Okay. Do you use like Stripe?
Stripe is built into it.
So they can pay part payments, they can pay whatever they want on like the card options.
Depending on whatever we agree to over the phone. So certain people that say like, hey, I can't afford to pay it all at once, but I can afford to do 3 payments or da-da-da-da. However, whatever we agreed to. And then, I set that up on the back of my CRM, and then I send it out to them, and then I notify them once it's sent. Okay. So give me an example for a situation that we just had, what the price would be, and like say the price. Okay. So based off of what you just told me, you need A, B, C, and D.
Yep.
Okay. The price is going to be $3,300.
Okay. And you just wait.
And I'm silent after that, because I feel like when you talk after that, it lowers your confidence.
Based.
And they can feel that. So I'm just completely silent.
Okay.
And I give them that moment. Some of them need to swallow it. Some people are like, okay, cool. Send over the contract, send over the invoice.
Okay.
And then if they rebuttal and say like, I can't do this, or, I can't afford this. I've had people that say, I can't afford it at all. And I'll say, okay, well, I do 1 pro bono project a month. You can get on the wait list for that. And, maybe we can figure something out.
So, is that real though? You do
one pro bono? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's real.
What's that?
1 pro bono project. So
pro bono means like commission based, or?
No, like literally it's free. Mm-hmm. And it helps me because it builds my portfolio. It's like my way of giving back. It's what I call basically my Bull City promise.
Wow.
So because I do a lot of sites and I help a lot of businesses, I always want to give back because they're helping me.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say wait list. What do you do next? They say they can't afford it.
Mm-hmm. Send a link to the wait list.
You don't even negotiate a price. You don't go down or up or anything.
No, there's no going down. There's no
like negotiation after that.
There's no negotiation. The only other offer that I give them if they don't do pro bono is web consulting.
Explain.
Because that's a lot more affordable. So then I can say like, we can hop on a consultant call for like an hour, 2 hours, and I can walk you through where you are and how to help you kind of using AI, literally, and I tell them straight up, using AI, I'm going to tell you exactly how to accomplish this.
And they can do it themselves.
They can do it themselves.
Okay, so then the stack is 3K, 2K, whatever the price, above 2,700 always.
Right.
Depending on how much they need. And probably an extra grand or so depending on how far they are from the output you're trying to give them.
Right.
And then they say yes or no. If they say yes, then you go into your laptop and you go to the CRM, create the contract, send the payment over through Stripe, and then through email. And then if they don't say that, it's the pro bono, or you probably say consulting first. You say consulting, you just kind of figure out where they're at and you decide which one.
Because they'll be honest with me. I'll tell them from the beginning of the call, like, be as transparent and straightforward with me as possible. Yeah. So like, I'm gonna be honest. I just want you to be honest. If you can't afford it, if there's something, like, just tell me. There's no shame in that.
Okay. And then the consulting thing, is that like first off, the wait list. How do you organize this wait list? Where does it go?
My CRM.
So you build this AI dashboard in the background?
Essentially, yes.
And then you add their name to it and there's a wait list?
Yep.
Okay.
So there's basically a lead gen, there's a wait list form, lead gen, I guess you could say like kind of like a funnel type thing. And they go in, they fill it out, it goes to my CRM on the backside, and it knows it has automation sent out, like it's 3 or 4 automations that are automatically set to go out.
Like once a month or what?
I believe they go out like, no, it's not once a month, it's like twice a month or something like that.
And it's like, hey, we did, or like
It's just like giving them like tips and things of the sort.
And is it AI made?
Yep.
So you wrote a few emails yourself, and then you said, this is my tone of voice, add some details from this site,
Yeah.
and send the tips out.
So AI literally has my voice, my tone, everything, so I'm not guessing. And I literally just go to it.
You read it over, and then
Yep.
like twice a month.
Yep.
Wow, to the wait list.
Yep.
And you also, do you add customers to that list too?
Yeah, there's customers on that wait list.
So people that are actually paid. So either way, they're on the wait list.
Yeah.
If a lead comes in, they're on that same list.
Yep.
Oh, lead comes in, talk to them, add database. When do you add them? Like, do you add them in the messages, or do you add them after you find the website, or on the call?
So it depends. If they are signing a contract, when they go to put in their information, it's going to add them. If they can't afford it and they want to do the pro bono route, waitlist, then I actually send them the link
And then they sign on.
Yep,
Oh
and they'll
my
get on
gosh.
it. But either way, they're on it.
This is fire. This is freaking you're freaking G. Oh my God. All right, bet. Okay, so waitlist. Okay, and then pro bono.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you make the pro bono is in the emails, obviously,
Right.
and then you have to opt into it before
Right.
you start working on their stuff.
Right.
You say, if you wanna, I'm doing one, send me some DMs like once a month, and then whoever DMs you, you decide, and you do, okay, I'll do this work for free, and you just be a,
Yep.
oh man. Okay, I have any more questions. I want to see invoice. All right, no, he said no invoice, that's fine. Okay, so I want to, okay, bet, that's fine. W-Mans, okay.
And I've also done this for other people. So like, I have other designers and creatives that will specifically come to me to just build out their backend
agency
and like their automation, all of that, the exact way I have it set up.
I know 4 people that need it right now, like need that. I'm not sure how much capital they have saved up. 2 are brand new business owners. One guy's already making at least like 4 to 5K a month. One guy has a corporate business and he wants to do creative agency, and then that is his side, but it's making some money per month. So they're willing, and they need like, I want to help them too, but I'm not as like qualified. Or I don't have as much of like experience, like what you just said. I don't have that context,
Right.
the granular context. You know what I mean? So I guess I got to figure out that. I'll text them and I'll figure out if I can send them to you.
Yeah.
Any more questions? I need a picture of that description. I'll find your Facebook page, and I have some posts I'll post on there. Apparently what you just told me too is I did a lot of extra work too. But yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And I mean, I started, always tell people, one offer, one problem, one solution.
Yes, okay. Explain that, how you think about that.
And so when I first started doing these, I had a $1,000 offer.
Okay.
And that was, I think, for like a 4-page website. I don't even remember what the rest of it was. 4-page website, content, something. And then what I would do is use that as an entry.
Yeah.
So, because what people don't know about us is that we also do the marketing aspect of like print materials. So like business cards, flyers, posters, banners.
Oh my
But
gosh.
I don't advertise for that.
Yes.
The only thing I advertise for is building your brand and websites. That's it. My
And
one
then even
offer
the
is
front end
website.
offer is super vague because it's basic, but it's direct. And when you talk to them and you speak to them and you understand them and they know you can fix their problems, but even they don't know how to fix it. And if you tell them the outcome up front, they wouldn't know it was good for them. Because
Right.
so you being vague is helpful to them.
Right.
It's like emotionally accurate.
Yeah. It's the psychology of it.
Yeah. Okay. W-Mans. This is very helpful.
It's the psychology of it.
It's very
And so, yeah, once I get them, so let's say we get their brand created, we get their website up, then my next step is like, okay, I now take those customers, those clients that I've worked with, I call them partners, those partners, and then I position and say, hey, do you need a letterhead? Do you need a business card?
After you get the website up or whatever.
Because I know we've already created their brand. They have a logo, they have their colors, they have their typography, they have everything they need.
Yeah.
Now to go to the next step.
How big is your CRM now? Big. You don't gotta have that actual number.
I would say there's over 3,000 people in there.
That works.
We've probably serviced probably like 100 of them.
Wow. Okay. Also, okay, let me think.
Over the course of some years. We've been doing it for a while.
Qualifying questions, and I need to. You send me that. Can you send me that reel too? I'm gonna remake it, not yours, but I'm gonna make my own like version of it. And then I'm gonna like post. I was gonna do a static image ad. That'd have been crap compared to a video.
Oh no, I don't do anything static.
Really?
I don't run. First of all, that's the only ad that I've ever ran, and I definitely will never go static.
Really?
Because for me, you instantly lose trust. You instantly don't have loyalty with that person because they can't see a face. They can't and so that automatically turns them away.
And then that also will increase your cost per lead.
Right.
So I would have paid 3x the price.
Yeah.
And I would have also had to pay more per lead and also have to do more like testimonial pushing on the back end. So the video itself is testimonial in some way, like trust.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely. And then what I did, because we weren't originally called Bull City Creative or Bull City Co.
Yeah.
We were originally called Up Creative Media.
Up Creative Media, okay.
And we were that for years. We were with AU when they were across the street, and that's when we were doing word of mouth. So we were just staying consistent based off of word of mouth. But what I found was if I'm gonna run ads to particularly reach people in the Bull City, I need this company, this brand, the identity to be about the Bull City, because that instantly builds trust to say that I'm about you. Because majority of the people that I have worked with have told me, oh, I was working with somebody out in Texas. Or I was working with somebody out in California, and we would much rather work with somebody local than work with somebody who's in a whole nother state across.
States over.
Right over. And so I was like, okay, taking that feedback, we need to position ourselves better for this market. Oh, and let me be clear.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I first started doing this, because, in between Gap Story, when we were Up Creative Media, I got sick. I was out for 2 years. Okay. So then when we came back and I rebranded as Bull City Creative, literally, I was as broke as a joke. So literally what I did was, in order to run these ads, I DoorDashed for one day, got $100, and said, I'm gonna take this $100, I'm gonna put it in the ads. And immediately got the return.
It cooked, okay.
And so like I tell people, and I because I consult and other creatives and people of the sort, I'm like, dude, when you tell me you don't have the money to go run an ad, I'm like,
that's literally cap. That's cap. DoorDash for 2 days and you're straight. One day.
I mean, DoorDash for an hour and you get $20, and
that runs the ads for the day. Yeah, literally.
like,
yeah, bro.
It's that simple, and just make sure you're targeting.
Okay, fire.
But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can just send you.
Okay, so just like the messages and then that reel, bro. So forget the static image ad, and I found out I pretty much it's like I have to do 10 units of work, and I find out that 2 is what I actually needed over and over again, you know? So now you gave me some help, so now I know that I've probably done 6 out of the 10, and I can just be like, oh, bet. I can just do 1 instead of doing to the 10, I can just work on that now, which is freaking amazing. So I guess that's amazing. That's and that happened just randomly talking to you. So imagine it was an actual consulting person. That'd be crazy. Imagine if you had someone that was trying to do web design in an area, maybe they're in Raleigh or in the Cary or stayed over in Charlotte. Charlotte's a massive city, and you just do the same model. It'd probably be even lower cost per lead because of the sheer volume of people there.
Right.
Yeah, dude, fire.
Yeah, and then the only thing that I do on social media I don't even do this every day. I used to, but I just do quick videos to add value, because the thing with Meta is the more you post content, it literally can be anything, but the more you post content, the more they push out your ad. So I will just do informational videos to say and I'll come out here and do it in 30 seconds.
And post it on Facebook.
And just post it. And and then that way my ad continues. I'm continually
it's the ad is the VSL, and the video sales letter is the ad.
Right.
And then when you make a piece of content, it knows whoever watched that thing is probably similar or it has some interest. Yep. And then it's a higher, and then plus, you did it on the ad thing. That's helpful because in the business manager, I have to choose whether or not to allow that to happen in the first place.
Right.
But that's already built into this one. So, okay, fire. It's good. Very good. Very good. Very good. W mans. W freaking mans, man. This is very good.